Hello everyone and welcome back. I'm MichaelJMAD and as promised we are in Transport Fever. Now I've been studying the map here pretty carefully, so I'm going to talk about what my plan is here in just a minute. But I do want to throw a shout out to the developers of Transport Fever because they've been very kind with their responses and the transpondents I've had with them. So thank you so much for that. Now, as far as updates go, we'll talk about some of that stuff here in a little bit, because I'm going to have something to talk about for 20 minutes. But we'll see. The route, the kind of planned route, I've studied the map pretty hard, and I want to be around this river. I like the river. I want to try to do something with the river, because I've got access to quite a few cities on that river. But we'll see how that goes. My kind of planned route right now is going to be running the oil from here up here to this refinery. This path right through here should be fairly doable with a train, and that's going to be the most profitable run early on. And I believe we can do it with our starting set amount of money, but I've got to be careful to make sure that I can transport the oil from here into my city of, what is this, Lee? Why did my city names go off? Yeah, into Lee, I guess is how that's pronounced. And go from there. Now we are playing, or I'm playing on a large map set to 1 to 2 ratio and hilly, and the seed that I'm using is R23YUGN, and it is a uppercase Y. Everything else is lowercase. So I'm gonna probably work on that. Captain Mike is going to be doing a side by side on the exact same seed. However, I'm gonna get him to send me some pictures so I can throw up some comparison of what his map looks like compared to mine. As far as we can tell, the terrain is about the same, but the cities and resource placement is quite a bit different. So that's pretty cool. It means that we'll both get a little bit different experience. So yeah, I'll be right back, and we're gonna start getting building on this here in just a second, and kind of see how this goes. I'm fairly new to Transport Fever. I've not played this yet. This is my very first time in here. Haven't done any of the campaigns. I am going to probably do the campaigns later, just because I want to play them, and I think it would be interesting to build the Panama Canal. So we're going to jump into this. I've been watching some videos from Squirrel and what is his name? Metro, I think he goes by. One of the lead guys that actually does Transport Fever is pretty cool. I've been watching those, so I've got an idea of what I want to go to, and that's kind of what I want to, kind of why I want to do oil straight off, because I have a lot of resources here I can use, but if I go ahead and put out the capital now, get the oil in, it's going to be up and running and have me a small fortune of money when I start doing high-speed transport trains and things like that. Plus, this run up through here is also going to allow me to gain access to these 3 resources via truck fairly quickly, or I could actually probably go from here, freight station here, to a freight station here, capitalize on these 3 eventually, and then straight up to here, and then we'll worry about this later. But yeah, we're going to try to get this done. Like I said, I'll be right back. I'm going to get some things ready, and then we'll start jumping into this, having some fun. So like I said, Captain Mike's going to be doing a side-by-side, so you may hear him later on, and we'll go from there. I'll be right back, y'all. Alright, I'm going to start mine back. I think it's running. Yeah, it's running. So we're going to jump in here and we're going to get started. We're going to start running oil from here, my little station, up. And I believe there's somebody here that wants to say hello.
Hello.
So yeah, as I told his channel, or his people, we are on the same seed, but I know for some reason the cities are not going to be exact and the resource layout's not exact. This lucky little shit has managed to get oil and refinery right damn near side by side.
Oh yeah, I've got 2 of them set up like that.
So he's
Quietly.
probably gonna beat me in this because he's got less distance to go. Do I want to fork out the money early on and get a nice big one for here? How much is this gonna cost? So if I do 2 platforms,
That's what I have no idea to actually send the oil. The purified oil. I have nowhere to send it.
Well, if your refinery should make regular oil and fuel.
Fuel.
Fuel can be sent to cities, and then I've actually lucked out. I've got a plant right up here that I can use to take the other oil resource of oil and turn it into goods. So
Yeah, alright, so fuel I can take to the city either way.
alright, we're going to drop this in. It's going to be, I'm going to put forth the capital to go ahead and get this started up, because some of the, like, Squirrel, what the one Squirrel was doing, he put in like a simple little train and then had to take and send it back to the depot and upgrade it pretty quickly. So I'm already adding in the capital to add in the biggest possible length of station, so I can add in a lot of carts, and the best possible, or I'm adding in 2 tracks because I plan on having a throughput. Actually, that's not too bad to do that.
Ooh, you've got to be kidding me. My only chemical plant that uses oil is on the exact opposite side of the map.
I knew it couldn't be all peaches and cream for you,
I think that's
because
the only one. What does this use?
you, sir...
Oil and grain? Oh, plastic.
It's using oil. It uses 1 oil or 2 grain to create plastic. I got an autosave and I got a new... Oh, I got an airplane.
I could use a train to get it down there, I suppose.
Okay, so as I said, I'm still kind of learning. I've not actually played this yet. I want to kind of come out this way and then curve around. How do we do that? Yeah, that works. So yeah, like I said, I'm putting forth some capital right now just because I know that this will pay for itself eventually. I'm only going to hook up 1 track at the moment, and I'll probably do like a single track with passing trains, maybe. We'll have to see how much this run's going to cost, because that's going to be pretty expensive to go through here. Let's see, where's our contour lines? Alright, so we're going to go through here. We're going to try to stick with the road. Maybe switch over here, and then we've got a significant little drop here, but if I come down this way and then around, I can shoot straight across and put in a platform right... I'd like to put it right here, and then I could turn and bring the track out this way, because eventually I do want to connect up here to the farm. Make this as profitable as I can. But let's try to do this. We're going to have some fun. I should have set a timer, but I know about the size that I need to be on my file size for about 20 minutes or so. So we're going to try to keep them right around 20 minutes. So we'll cross our fingers. Having any luck, Mike?
Oh.
Let's see. How best to do this? So I want to connect to this one. Why am I only getting 75 mile an hour? Do I have to use... Yeah, okay. Whoops. Alright, you can also hear that the music, I've got some music running. That's running through our TeamSpeak. Oops. Okay. Actually, this track is fairly mild in its building. Like I said, I'm putting forth quite a bit of capital here, but I'm hoping that this isn't a mistake. Mike, you're not talking at all to your people.
Yeah, I'm not a people person.
You're in the wrong business, mate.
Yeah, I know.
I do like how that snaps to the road like that. I'm a little aggravated because of the speed drop, but whatever. Alright, how is... because we don't want to interfere with the upgrading of that, but... oops, let's see if I go... well, that's going to slow down a lot. I suppose a little bit of slow is better than... let's see how... we go just a little bit here. Can we keep it right about 80?
Oh.
What's wrong, Mike?
Ah, it's unlocked the Lockheed Super Constellation.
Yeah, I just got that. Well, when I say just, it's been a couple of minutes. Ooh, that's getting costly.
Oh Jesus, no wonder that cost me a fuck ton of money.
You've already built the tunnel, didn't you? How bad is that? It's not too bad. And then we just gotta run from here. And I am forking out a bit more money for the high-speed tracks as well because that intersection's gonna have to go. I will fix that in a minute. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay, there we go. I know that I'm going to be... I want to run boats through the canal here, so I'm going to... if I can figure out how to do this, I'm going to raise this up a little bit. Hold on. Let's see if we go there and then...
The funny thing is, I know exactly what people are going to say. What the hell are you doing? That's a... yeah.
that right there,
Yeah.
it's expensive, but I'm happy with that. So now we got to get this track back down to the ground. There, that'll work. And then we'll put in another station. I've not spent a whole lot of money, not for this one run, not as far as profitable as this run's going to be in the future. So I'm optimistic. Did I put the right? Okay, that's freight. Again, we're going to go for the long one. We're going to go for 2 tracks because we know for a fact that we are going to be running multiple trains through here eventually. Let's see. How do I want to orient this? If I do something like... ooh, that's expensive. Go like that right there, and then... connect up the road. That'll work. So, Mike, how's your... you said a minute ago that yours was making money already.
Decent bit of money, yeah.
I'm not happy about this speed drop, but it is going into a station. So, and eventually we are going to be running multiple tracks and trains, so I'm not too upset about that. I'll do a passing lane. We'll do a passing lane in here. But we need to see how long our train needs to go from. So I am talking to myself a lot. That's part of it, you know. I have to talk to myself since Mike ain't gonna talk to me.
I'm gonna talk to you if you want to talk to me, dude. I mean,
Can't really say that I blame him much though.
never admit it.
Okay, so you know how to do like a passing loop, don't you, Mike?
Pretty much. Why?
I was just checking because I was going to explain it. Basically, what you do on a passing loop, for my people watching, since Mike's technically can't see. Come to my channel, you can see it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make this track one way through this section. So essentially, what'll happen is when the train comes out, he'll go on the outside loop. Hopefully, we'll see how it kind of auto does it, and then it'll stop here if there's a train on this section of track, so they won't collide. And then he'll come onto here and pass, and they can go on. That way, I can run multiple trains on the same track, and I'll do another passing loop somewhere over here where it'll be nice and cheap, and then one right outside this station. But how you do this to basically signify how you want the track to run is you go here to signals, and I'm not sure about the waypoint things. I'm gonna have to look that one up, but the pass signals. So we're gonna grab one of these, and then I want him to stop here, and I want him to stop here. Now, there's a way of... So if we set it to one way... Yeah, I know I have to connect that to a road. My game's telling me that I'm not connected to any roads. So now, theoretically, if we actually connect this up to... We'll put a train on there, and it put a route on there, it should show what we want to do. I want 50-mile-an-hour roads, which I understand is not going to do any good with this being slower, but for now it'll work. Now,
I have my first train on the way.
If I click on this, yes, I am connected. You can see tell by how it's highlighted. I'm not sure where I want to put my depot. I guess I need to put my depot up here somewhere so it can come straight out and connect in and start getting resources out of here. So we'll probably do the depot right here by the road. Obviously I want to leave enough space for upgrading of the road at a later time. But so if I go there, and then I can connect it up with just standard track. It doesn't have to be high-speed track. Alright, something to note too, guys. That's not actually connected. You need to be very careful of this. Is it going to connect? There we go. And then I want to go in here and I want to add in signal here and one here. That'll stop him as he comes out. And I wonder if I can do a passing loop here. It's not going to be long enough for a passing loop there. do my passing loop on this side, and then it'll eventually get upgraded into the track, which is what I should have done with the other one. Hindsight, you know. Why is that not connecting up properly? Because I got one there already? There we go. And add in a nice long route there. Too much slope. We're going to try this. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that right there. What am I going to do? I guess I could take that section of road out and then just reconnect it. Oops, I deleted track. I'm spending more money because I stupidly deleted track.
Got it.
Oops, that did not connect. See how easy it's done? Forget to connect it. It didn't connect on me. Can I delete? Yeah, I can delete that one. Alright, so we want him to... We want that one to be... I want the main line to be... But I guess it's not going to let me, so we're going to have to put it there. And there. And then we've got... He'll stop there if there's a train coming out. And that should work for either one of those. I'm hoping. Alright, so we need to get a route in here. New line, we're going to go from... We're going to go here and go add station. We're going to go from here to... here. I hit add station, didn't I? Okay, so there's that station, and then I need to go down here and click that station. So there's our first line. This is going to be our Seaham oil run, is what we're going to call this one. Seaham! Seaham oil, Train. Actually, it's probably going to become more of a freight line. Oil's going to be black. It's probably going to become more of a freight line, to be honest. But for now, And actually, that wasn't too expensive. I had 27 million when I started, a little over 27 million, and I'm at 26.3 million. So that was actually a fairly cheap setup. Now, if we look at if we go here to our line manager, we can see that this is actually working properly with this. So it's going on here and it's splitting, and then it comes back together. So that's working right. That's nice. Now, I'm tempted to go ahead and go full length with my oil transfer, just because it's going to be costly in the long in that particular run, but in the short term, it's going to profit us very quickly. So our station is what, 320 meters? How do I bring up the station? So I'm still learning controls. I may have watched a lot of squirrel stuff, but it always looked like he just clicked on it to me. Overview. I don't really want a chart. Am I missing something? How do I... Let's turn these off. How do I open this up so I can see how long it is? You figured that out, Mike?
Nope.
Well, you're just useful.
Yep.
Did that not connect up to that? Oh, that's gonna be bad if that didn't connect. Oh, so close. Alright, let's redo this road, because that has to connect. Alright, that got us connected. Oh, that was close. I still... I'm gonna have to look that up. So if you guys know how to... Like, you're supposed to be able to click this up and tell how long your station is. If there is a way, I'm gonna go here because I know I can look at this and see that it's 320 meters with 2 platforms, which we're only using the 1 platform at the moment, so we know how long we can be. So we're gonna buy a train. Now, cost for speed, that's gonna be the question. Let's go locomotive. We don't have a whole lot of choice here, do we? This might hurt a little bit. Alright, what have we got? Let's see, that's the fastest, but it's also 800 a year to run. That does 75, that says 78. This one does 78, it's 800 to run. For that extra little bit, I mean, extra $50, we can run that one. That's going to be 90 mile an hour, which is going to be pretty profitable. Well, I said I'm either going to go bankrupt or this is going to work out really good, guys. So
I'm going for the first one at the minute. For me.
I'm going to buy the Class A4. It's capable of 90 miles an hour. It's got pretty good horsepower, and its tractive effort is, you know, it's compared to some of these others, it's pretty... Well, wait a minute. Tractive, that's 20... That's 33, so it's about 10,000 more. I may switch this back over on my thing. But I'm going to buy one of those. And then, what have we got that hauls crude oil, oil, and fuel? Alright, that holds 9, that holds 15. God, those are expensive. Alright, we're gonna do it. We're gonna buy 1, 2, 3. How long was this thing? 320 meters. And this tells me in miles. Okay, hold on. We're gonna have to change this. I can't change that. Alright guys, I'm going to pause here for just a second. I'm going to just quickly change my settings because when I set that to miles, I didn't realize that was going to do like the links and stuff like that. So I'm going to save it and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back and we are coming up on our 20-minute thing. So let's get this train running and then we're going to cut this episode. I got it switched as you can see here, and also got a couple of new things. This thing is... Yeah, I'll fix your streets in a minute. So it's gonna be expensive, but we're going to go ahead and buy a good long train here. What are we at? We're at 13. We gotta remember we gotta fix some roads, and we also gotta do it. So that's half of my platform length. I think that right there will work. So we're gonna set line to, why didn't that not name? To the oil line, and then we're gonna cross our fingers that this starts making some money. So yeah, in case anybody's wondering, Kirby has joined us in literally the 2 seconds that I was gone.
Greetings.
And why are you going that way? You're not supposed to be going that way. I've got to turn that around. I don't know why they do that. It's gonna make it run all the way down south. I need to rename that line too. This is C Ham oil TRAIN oil train. Now we're gonna turn him around. And if y'all hear any background noise, it's just in the other room. We're gonna go ahead and name this oil slash Okay, so we're actually already ready to transport oil. It's already got oil on the platform. That is awesome. Okay, we'll fix that road there in a second. We need to do something over here to get rid of this. So we're going to do a freight terminal, and then we're going to cut across here. Which that's going to be expensive, but whatever. Alright, so we're going to go from here. We're going to cross the river. M and N to raise and lower. Alright, that's doable. We'll do that. What are you doing, Loke? Alright, now we need a freight terminal. Do I want to do a large one or a small one? What's going to be the price difference of these? Alright, so that's about 50,000. That's gonna be, so it's the same price to put it in. It's just running cost. So let's go ahead and put a big one in. It's well within range of that. It's a little expensive because it's raising it up. Then we need to do a depot. Road depot. We're gonna put it down here. We're gonna try to line it up. Now, if you want to do just fine tuning this, you can hold shift and it does it much smaller. Mike, you're not talking.
Yeah, good point. I'm not, am I?
You're not explaining what you're doing. I mean, it's fine and dandy me explaining what I'm doing, but it ain't helping your people none.
You and I both know no one's gonna watch this. Or not on my channel, anyway.
Hey, I mean, you gotta start somewhere. Alright, so we're gonna buy, well, let's see. We're gonna buy, what do we got for freight? Nothing. We're gonna buy these. One, let's see, we gotta run those pretty far into Lee. So I'm thinking 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here comes the first train. Again, this isn't going to be very profitable starting out, but it will pay for itself, hopefully, pretty quickly. Alright, we're going to set line, new line, and it's going to be from, which we don't have a station over here. Okay, hold on. So if we close all these windows, those trucks will just sit there in the depot. It is industry that needs fuel, so if we go over here, we're going to turn on our... Very tempted to turn that road into a bypass loop. And yes, I'm well aware of the bus stop hack glitch thingy. One thing about it, the zoom on this is not... It's pretty friggin' quick, it does. Alright, we're gonna put that there. And then we're gonna go back over here to our depot. And grab our trucks. We're gonna go from here. Whoops. Gonna go from here to here. And that will be a rough run, but that is going to be our fuel run. So this is, what city is this? This is Lee. Lee Industry. What, IND, I think. Lee Industry. Trucks. And we're going to color this, because it's fuel, we're going to go kind of a red, because I think that'll work out pretty good. Alright, so our truck should be...
Yeah, well, I'm gonna have to restart.
Well, that didn't take long. Set line all to that one.
I failed to fucking read.
What did you do?
Bought DC3 and then realised that it was actually a passenger, not cargo plane.
You gotta have money coming in before you buy a plane, Mike.
Hey, I had money coming in. I had enough for everything for it. Then I realised that it wasn't transporting the oil.
Oh, God. Mike.
And I was losing a hell of a lot of money in maintenance for that bloody thing.
It makes no sense to transport oil on a plane. like the least efficient possible method.
Well, I mean, if you're transporting it over long distances, it can be fairly profitable, but I'm using trains and trucks.
The amount you're spending, put it on a plane and fly it for the volume you're moving would just be a waste. I mean, you're going to consume nearly as much in fuel moving it as you're actually carrying.
You have a good point.
It,
Ooh, that was a little laggy.
the thing about trains, they can move a whole lot for a very little cost, but planes are not all that great for moving that type of cargo. The,
Yeah, that's plenty long enough, although it's not going to be long enough when I get my longer train. So we've got 34 sitting here waiting, and our train's capable of holding 135. So we're not quite to capacity yet, but we're going to get there quickly. And I agree with what you're saying, Kirby.
It's UGN, the last 3 letters, right?
Yeah, capital Y.
Okay.
Need to write that stuff down, Mike. Alright, so halfway point is going to be right about here somewhere. We're going to add in another bypass. Oops. I could probably double track this all the way, but we're going to wait until the train's actually making money before we start double tracking.
Mm-hmm.
We will be double tracking this, though, for sure. Wait a minute, I just need one of those, don't I? Did this line work out, though? Yeah. Alright, so it'll be fine. Or it should be.
Michael,
What?
as far as this game's going so far, I think I'll definitely buy it for my nephew like you said I should.
Well, I mean,
I think he'll really enjoy it. I mean, I'm loving it, man.
I like this. I like this type of game. It's enjoyable.
I liked the Brain Fever that came before it.
I never played that. This is my first in this franchise of games. But like I said, I reached out to the developer just for some basic things. They were very forthcoming with their information. They were by far one of the most pleasant and that's why that train did not go that way. By far the most pleasant experience I've had so far talking to a developer. So I really do appreciate that, and hopefully we'll have good relations for a while.
It's always nice when we have good relations with dev. I mean, I don't mean to sound like negative, but it's rare.
It is very rare. Speaking of developers, have we heard anything about Tarkov, Kirby?
not yet. Apparently they're having all kinds of trouble with server load right now. Had apparently an unexpected amount of traffic, so they're revamping some stuff. Although a lot of groups have said that before, I don't actually know what they're doing, because you can't just decide your servers are going to work better, but
yeah,
we shall see.
Oh, this is going to be contrary, isn't it? Can we come back in over here, maybe? so that's not the best of options, but it'll work, and then we can put a signal there. Yeah, I didn't know. I know you've been trying to keep up on it. I noticed that I've seen a couple of videos show up on YouTube, but that's been about it, you know? They're being very selective with who's allowed to record it and who's actually got, yeah, who has got access to it. So, alright, go ahead and upgrade those roads, get some speed from that. That's really not necessary there. It's technically not necessary there either. Okay, guys, so we got the train going. I'm going to wrap up this episode. This looks like it might have run over just a little bit. The train is running. It is got oil down here. We've got some production going on down here. It should ramp up pretty quickly, and once it actually ramps up enough for me to suffice it, I will be putting in a second train, which actually he's already making a profit. Not much of one, but he's already making a profit. So all that train that cost it there, and he's already making a profit, and he's not even what, well, technically I guess he's a year old. So yeah, we're gonna leave it there. I'm going to come back probably the next episode. I'm going to just let this run. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to wait till we got about 10 million, and then we're going to go from there. So we will see you all next time. I've been MichaelJMAD. Captain Mike has already had to restart, so it's not looking well for him because all his resources just moved. And Kirby and I are going to discuss Tarkov and our plans for moving forward with that. So next time we see you, maybe we'll have some more information on that. I will see you all next time. I've been MichaelJMAD. Hi guys, thanks for watching. If you have any comments or suggestions, throw them in the comment section down below. If you like this video, make sure to hit the like button. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, subscribe. I've been MichaelJMAD, and I'll catch you next time.